A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that, just another game stuff, and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The game makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
It's a keeper all the way and a really solid gain. Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense.
And he'll loft it to the end zone.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finds room at the 30. Just trucks through the defender. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. They'll try to power it in right up the middle.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. First down, pickup, tackled at the 45.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back's got it again. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. We'll try to run it with the option. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense comes out to start this drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. The shotgun running play call. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. You missed it. Field goal. No good. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to throw yet again. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
He'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, I mean, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So another 3rd down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They'll toss it to the right side. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They get the 2nd half started with a running play. And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tailback with another carry. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense on the field to take over. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Has as the first down is still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff running right. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. This drive has now reached the red zone. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. Past the 20. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And he knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Good enough for first down yardage. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain of the 33.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. The key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. You got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Snags a quick throw. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
After a long drive, it's a 3rd down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for 6. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
They're set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Ball handed off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run the option. Bites off a defender. The back's got to run a pitch.
Just pick your poison against this offense. The defense decides we've got to take this quarterback away. Only problem is nobody's on the running back on the pitch. Takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner is brought down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. He'll hand it off. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes. Heads up. It's a fake. Trying to throw it. He fires it. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass that close. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. That's the spin move. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is situational football, and this is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot in the field.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated, The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. And the ball is picked off.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity of possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made down inside the 20. That's another passing strike for this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wide out. He's got his man wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The offense really clicking here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. will set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick catch.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Second down coming up.
Here's the second down play. There's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back. He eludes the rush. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA.